Mhm. Yes, dear youngsters, congratulations. Today is your day, the National Youth Day, 12th January. It is Swami Vivekanandaji's Janmadinam, celebrated as National, I don't know, maybe International also, Youth Day. So it's your day. Congratulations. And I thank you because of you that good study of Gita going on. Again, congrats that you are able to spare time to delve into the study of Gita. Definitely, it must be adding wisdom to you. Be practical in using that, then definitely it gives all the rewards and dividends. You know? So, today, before we start our four things, little discussion in 2 points. The first point is this one, the National Youth Day. So you are the youth now. That youth age will not be there for all the time. From the age of 16 up to max 35, you are there. So these 20 years are very crucial for you. You know, and live life in these 20 years in such an intelligent manner that everything you do is only that which goes on helping you from the age of 35 as long as you are there on this earth for next to 200 years, whatever is your Lord permits. Don't do those things in these 20 years as a youth by which you regret and you fail in the future of your life. So then what it indicates therefore, all those learnings, all those abilities, all those talents, all those initiations you have to do which will help you throughout life. So be master of academics if you are in schools, colleges, professional skills if you are already in the profession. Throughout life, enjoy that service in that particular profession because you are a master. So to be a master of your own inner world so that inside you are a happy person all the time. Be a master in knowing how to deal with your own family members so that 50 years you live, 100 years you live, 200 you live, how beautiful it is. So to the master the arts of how to be in this society, in the friend circle and other places so that you are being with them, they being with you gives you such a joy. Studying the books for knowing all this, listening from elders, yourself making a contemplation, making your own notes. This is what you have to do for 20 years. After that, 35 to 135. Next 100 years are celebrations to you because you don't go wrong anywhere because you know everything. When you don't know, everything will be done wrong other than misery, suffering, frustration, nothing will be with you. Isn't it? So that preciousness of the youth age, you being youth, recognize it, be mature to do so, and then what should be done in that time. Don't say this is the age we can lavishly enjoy, squander. It appears like that. People misguide you also. But good, but if you do that, by the age of 30, all your energy, ability gets eliminated, then you remain good for nothing. Intellect empty, mind is with so many regrets and guilts, body tired, fatigued, and exhausted, sense organs lost their glory, then you will be a Caracas only, dead Caracas, not the capital city of Venezuela. But our life will be of no use for us and others too. On the other hand, you have learned yoga, you have learned pranayama, you are doing them regularly, then the body and energy level is so high, perfect. So too you learned your japa, puja, all of that. And through that your mind is devoted and divine grace is always coming to you. Divinely you are powerful. Intellect is filled with all, let us say, the knowledge of the Shastras. How perfect it is. And there are values which Sri Ramji ke life say we are learning, you are practicing them also. How complete that life will be. I think in a right time for you, Ramayana, Gita, Stotra, Vedic chanting, common sense, values, all are taught. For the lucky ones who understands the value of it, make use of it. But don't squander your youth age. Once you come to my age, how much I regret you, you cannot go back. I, I can say at least 20% I have done good things in my youth age, if not 100. And 20 is better than 100, no? better than zero. जीरो से 20 तो कम से कम बेटर है अगले लाइफ में ज्यादा अच्छा करूंगा बट आई कांट गो बैक टू माय यूथ एज, you know. I was for some time in NCC, was NSS, in doing this, that college study, and then doing some spiritual work, seva. अच्छा ठीक था, not to the up to ultimate mark, but 10 to 15 marks I can give to myself. If not 20, 25. You also try maximum. I had nobody to guide me, so you have somebody, so therefore you can make full use of this youth age. That's a tribute to the Lord who gave this youth age. Isn't it? Equip yourself in all aspects. You should know your mother tongue, the English, Sanskrit, and at least two more languages. You should have all the vocabulary. You should be studying at least the life history of 10 patriotic people who brought freedom to us. True patriotics. Not the Natanki log, those who enjoyed the freedom after getting the freedom, doing nothing before that. Divided the country and all those useless people, nahi, the real. है ना, पटेल का पढ़ो, चंद्र बोस का पढ़ो, चंद्रशेखर भगवान का पढ़ो, आचार्य शेखर, भगत सिंह का पढ़ो. All those people literature you read. Mahatma Gandhi also okay, you can study. It inspires. Vivek and then saints. At least 10, 12 saints. Modern saints, ancient saints. Moderns are the Vivekanandas, Ramakrishna Paramhasa, Aurobindo, Pujya Gurudev, like that. The ancient saints of the Sapta Rishis, Vyasadi Rishis, Valmiki Adi, all. अगर ऋषि साहब तुलसीदास कबीर थोड़ा सा तुमको ज्ञान होना है उनके ग्रेटनेस के बारे में, little history also you must know as a youth. And सबसे important है the glory of Hinduism, Sanatan Dharma, the vastness, and what is the commonality in it, why there are seeming differences are the beauty of the world, how the other religious people jealous of us have found so many faults and destroyed our faith in our own Sanatana Dharma. That all the Rakshasas, how they converted, how they compelled us, ये सारा तुमको जानकारी होना है. All that wisdom you gain and be such a person to purely first succeed in your outer life. Second, succeed in your spiritual sadhana. While doing this only, find time. Third, to serve the world outside in whatever the capacity, ability you have. The best service is help in the spirituality in whatever the way you can do in the spreading of Sanatana Dharma. As a youth, you can achieve these things. That's what I advise. I can talk to you on the success management for the youth in so many aspects. How to set the career of all. ये सब तो बहुत लोग हैं तुमको बताने को. The pure spiritual चीजें बताने वाले कम है. So therefore I take that topic. So congratulations for having today's International Youth Day, national or international. Make use of it. Let every day be the day of empowerment for you. Don't lazy out. Don't waste time moment by moment sitting in front of TV. Don't do that. Conserve all your time, energy, mind. Use them for the higher purposes. Clear? Now the second thing what I wanted to talk was this the same. Ki every one of us want to do something, conquer something, experience something. My suggestion is anything do conquer experience outside. It has lot of competitions. It is always diminishing, temporary. Whereas if you can do your inner sadhanas and conquer your faculties and experience the divine within, there is nothing greater than it. This is second thought. I don't want to tell in detail, but I have hinted to you, the wise youngsters, who definitely will catch the essence of it. You want to do something? Yeah, do the inner sadhanas. You want to conquer something? Conquer your mind, conquer your intellect, conquer your body, conquer your senses. And you want to experience something? Experience the peace of the mind. Experience the divinity inside you, the Lord. And experience the joy that you have integrated your personality totally. You made every personality layer perfect. ये एक्सपीरियंस करना है तो कॉन्कर करना है तो करना है, कॉन्कर करना है तो यू हैव टू डू. So do conquer and experience. Generally, we do the things outside. We want to conquer this fellow or that fellow, this profession and all. Then we want to experience the gross objects of the world. That anybody will do. And the experience that somebody is clapping for me outside. Experience the joy that I'm in a position now. These are all, they'll go one day. Nothing remains with you. They are not everlasting. But these inner things, they go beyond this life with you. When you do your sadhanas, that impression will help you in the next life also. When you conquer your faculties, next life also you will be there. So, when you are experiencing the divine inner ways, that is carried forward to you. So, this is my second thought today for you all the youngsters. Okay. So, like every day, all today also, the out of 5 things, first thing we have done. Now we do the Sankalpa, our Sanavatu chant, then our Taittiriya Brahmanaka Parayanam, Geetha Shloka, very sublime. 28th one today, 13th chapter. Few more days, the 13th chapter will be over. Then our Valmiki Ramayanam, the last value uttered by Valmiki ji, we'll study 2 minutes. Then after that, tomorrow onwards, what Narada replied to Valmiki ji's query about the great qualities and the owner of them. Tomorrow we'll see. Okay. ओम शुभे शोभने मुहूर्ते अस्याम शुभदितौ मम उपात्त समस्त दुर्दक्षे द्वारा श्री परमेश्वर प्रीत्यर्थम परब्रह्मण श्रुतिमातुः समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्याणाम ऋषीणां मुनीनां गुरूणां देवतानां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोध सिद्ध्यर्थम पुराण इतिहासोक्त भगवत भागवत ऋषिमनुगुरु देवता दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्म से वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृते सांप्रदायानां शास्त्राणां योगानां वेदांतानां साधनानां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति द्वारा विश्व शांति कल्याण एकता पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां गुरुणाम आचार्याणां युवानां भक्तानां शिष्याणाम् आश्रमाणां संस्थानां श्रेयभिलाषिणां पूर्णायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्य वीर्यादि सत्शक्ति संपदा सानुकूलता साधनानां प्राप्ति बाह्य अभ्यंतर शत्रुघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये दिग्विजयार्थम आगतानां युवानाम् अस्यां कक्षायां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थम तेषां हृदये माता पितृभक्ति सेवा भक्ति धर्म भक्ति सनातन धर्म भक्ति देशभक्ति भगवत भक्ति गुरु भक्ति शास्त्र भक्ति परमात्मा भक्ति द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये शांति मंत्राणाम उच्चारणम तैत्तिरीय ब्राह्मणिक वेद पठनम श्रीमद् भगवद्गीता त्रयोदशोऽध्यायस्य पारायणम अध्ययनम श्री वाल्मीकि रामायण बालकांड प्रथम सर्गस्य राम परमात्मनः लक्षणानाम् अध्ययनम साधनार्थम श्रीरामचरितः अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. संकल्प इज डन. लेट अस स्टार्ट. ओम 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 सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. We have done this. Now let us chant the ओम अथ श्री कृष्णे यजुर्वेदीय तैत्तिरीय ब्राह्मणं प्रथमाष्टकम् अथ तृतीय प्रपाठकः षष्ठ मंत्राद् आरभ्य 3-4 minutes. Listen श्रद्धा से. ओम तादृगेव दद उच्चैस्विष्टकृतमुत्सृजते यथा नष्टं विद्वा प्राहायमिते तादृगेव दद एकधा तेजस्विनीं देवतामुपैतेत्याहुः सैनमेश्वरा प्रदः इति तत्तथा नोपैति प्रयाजानुयाजेष्वेव विभक्तिः कुर्यात् यथा पूर्वमाज्यभागौ स्याताम एवं पत्नी संयाजाः तद्वैश्वानरव्रत प्रजनन पत्तरमुपैतीति तदाहुः वृद्धं वा एतत् विरुद्धं वा एतत् अनाग्नेयं वा एतत् क्रियत इति नेति ब्रूयात्. अग्निं प्रथमं विभक्तीनां यजति अग्निमुत्तमं पत्नी संयाजानाम तेनाग्नेयं तेन समृद्धं किर्यत इति अरुन्धतैव तद्भवति संभृतसंभार इत्याहुरिच्छति पत्नी संयाजानवच देवा वै यथादर्शं यज्ञानाहरन्त योऽग्निष्टोमं य उक्थ्यं योतिरात्रं ते सहैव सर्वे वाजपेयमपश्यन् ते अन्योन्यस्मै नातिष्ठन्त अहमनेन यजायते ते ब्रुवन् आजीमस्य धावामेति तस्मिन्नाजीम धावन् तं बृहस्पतिरुदजयतो तेना यजत सस्वाराज्यमगच्छतु तमिन्द्रो ब्रवीत् मामनेन याजयेते तेनेन्द्रमया जयत सोऽग्रं देवतानां पर्ययीत् अगच्छत् स्वाराज्यम् अतिष्ठन्तास्मै ज्येष्ठाय य एवं विद्वान् वाजपेयेन यजते गच्छति स्वराज्यम् अग्रगं समानानां पर्येति तिष्ठन्ते स्मै ज्येष्ठाय स वा एष ब्राह्मणस्य चैव राजन्यस्य च यज्ञः तं वा एतं वाजपेय इत्याहुः वाजा यो वा एष वाजगह्येतेन देवा ऐप्सन् सोमो वै वाजपेयः यो वै सोमं वाजपे यम वेद ओम शांति 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 नारायण 13th chapter. Every topic, every shloka for a matured youngster, for a youngster who wants to mature, is so crucial, important things at the time of learning appear to be difficult, but with going through those difficulties, when they are learned, they alone gives that feeling of sense of elation, self-respect, self-confidence, self-satisfaction, the true deep inner pride. Other things in which, like any ordinary, spiritually uneducated, immature youth involved in, that looks to be very tempting, very enticing, very enchanting. But that's going to do nothing but make us do such things, after which there will be nothing but regrets and guilts. My highest, first, ultimate suggestion is zero of the nonsense of any youth does. 100% do those things which any sensible, mature youth does, in which learning, serving, loving. Other than these three, nothing are there. Learning is Jnana Yoga, loving is Bhakti Yoga, serving is Karma Yoga. This is my highest advice. I personally, from my side, will not compromise with it. Keeping my that opinion intact. For your sake, I'll come down little and say that if you can't do 100, at least make it as 50-50. Involve in your nonsense of the youth 50, but at least 50 live sensible life. Don't degrade yourself. Again, as said in the beginning, 0 spiritual or good things, 100 the nonsense of youth common. Don't do that. I'm telling you, Geetha given knowledge is so sublime, learning and living it alive from the youth age itself lifts to a lofty heights. It is difficult, but you have to go through. Do it 100%. If not, at least 70-80. Minimum 50. Lesser than that, to my beloved children, you who listen to my classes, I cannot give you permission from my side. If you reduce it and say, Swamiji, 80% nonsense, 20% sensible, or 90 nonsense, 10% sense, I won't agree. I can't see with my eyes my children that way waste maximum of their time in the nonsense things. I can't afford. You know, I also have a standard. To my standard, you have to come. Not that you pull me to the substandard level of agreeing or accepting you, the substandard youngsters. Where 0% useful things done or 10%, 90 nonsense is done. Okay, again I am repeating the thought. Gita knowledge is so matured for the matured youngsters or whoever wants to mature, they will be matured by studying Gita because it gives you the lofty goal and vision. It gives you great highest wisdom of the Aryans, of the Arsha Dharma, Sanatana Dharma. What our Rishi Munis stood for, what Hinduism stands for, what our Devatas, Avataras are there to give us, what actually the humanity should can achieve in its evolutionary ladder. We are talking those sublime things in our classes, not ordinary. Now, if it doesn't click to you, that is your immaturity. मैं क्या करूं? And I assure you, if you are regular, nothing is impossible to understand. If you are regular, nothing is impossible to practice and achieve. Okay. Having said these words, Prakriti, Purusha, Kshetra, Jnana, Gneya. First, these things thoroughly discussed. Then, among these three sets, one set taken, Prakriti, Purusha. Here, Purusha caught up in Prakriti suffers the unavoidable modifications of Prakriti. If the Purusha has to stop all his sufferings, two things he'll have to do. One, withdraw his identity from the Prakriti through Ahanta, Mamata, and Mahyam, me, mine, and for me. Withdraw from it and having discovered the nature of Purusha, get established in it. That nature of Purusha is explained while explaining Gneyam. Gneyam Yatat Pravaksham, which we at length studied. That Gneya definition are the Purusha, me, the Lakshanas of me. Recognize and identify in that, be in that. Like, what is the importance of Satyam? I know. I speak Satyam. Speaking Satyam, continuously truth, I become Satyavan. I understood what is Ahimsa. Knowing the value of it, I went on practicing it. Then I stand for this value. I am Ahimsa Vadi. So to a premi, like एक क्षमा गुणी. All values को practice करके just like we stand for those values. यार ये सत्य बोलता है यार, ये अहिंसावादी कि लोग भी हमको पहचानते. So you know, values understood, values practiced, identified with the value, standing for the value. If the example is understood in the same way, understand Purusha, practice to be the Purusha, establish in the Purusha Tattva, and be the Purusha who is liberated or be in that liberated state. That's why Amrutam Ashnute, Nasabhuyo Vijayate, these were the words used, many words used in throughout the Shastra. That he will no more be bound by any bondages. He will not be limited by any limitations. He will never become miserable by any type of miserable situations. He will not be defeated by anything. He will never have any conditionings. That is the experience of being the Purusha. So, why the pairs of these three told? Only to tell us that in those three pairs, especially the two, one aspect cause of misery, other is the cause of happiness. So Prakriti identified, Kshetra identified gives misery. Purusha identified, Kshetragna identified gives liberation from misery, gives full happiness. To make us know this, then the question should come: how to identify with Prakriti and Kshetra and get identified with Purusha Kshetragna? The Dhyanena Atmani Pashyanti, Sankhena, Yogena, Karma Yogena, Shrutva Anyebhya Upasate. Okay. For doing all these sadhanas, you need a very deep, basic, important knowledge. We studied it day before yesterday, a little, yesterday, little, which was given in the Shloka Sankhya 27 में, है ना? I think so. Yeah, that was very crucial shloka giving us the base. That knowledge clearly understood. When it becomes base, our willingness, effort, and to succeed. From withdrawing from Prakriti and Kshetra, in identifying Purusha and Kshetragna, and getting moksha becomes successful. That shloka is the basis. We told you, which is very crucial, very subtle. Even after 30, 40 years, you understand it, you are lucky. In that shloka Satta is 727. Shloka has a superficial meaning, but the deeper meaning. Superficial word meaning, sentence meaning, grammatical meaning is one. Deeper intended consequential meaning is different. We discussed both of them. Okay. That shloka, yesterday we saw, again 2 minutes we will do. Today again that 27th shloka we study for 5 minutes, not much. So let us do the chanting of both of them two times. That should be enough. Okay. 27 and 28. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Sri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Sri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, अथ त्रयोदशोऽध्यायः क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञ विभाग योगः सप्तविंशति अष्टाविंशति तमौ श्लोकौ श्रीभगवानुवाच यावत् सञ्जायते किञ्चित् सत्त्वं स्थावरजङ्गमं क्षेत्रक्षेत्रज्ञसंयोगात् तद्विद्धि भरतर्षभ. अगेन, यावत् सञ्जायते किञ्चित् सत्त्वं स्थावरजङ्गमं क्षेत्रक्षेत्रज्ञसंयोगात् तद्विद्धि भरतर्षभ. श्लोका 28. समं सर्वेषु भूतेषु तिष्ठन्तं परमेश्वरं विनश्यत्स्व विनश्यन्तं यः पश्यति स पश्यति. अगेन, समं सर्वेषु भूतेषु तिष्ठन्तं परमेश्वरं विनश्यत्स्व विनश्यन्तं यः पश्यति स पश्यति. Now carefully listen, try to catch. What was said in 27 by Lord is, a Bharatarshabha, a best among Indians, best among wise people. Indians are expected to be wise. Hindu, Sanatana Dharmi, the knowledge. Bharata. Bha means light. Rata, reveling in it. So the ones who revel in the light, called as knowledge, is called Bharat. Oh, Bharato mein Shrestha hai Arjuna. Superficial, simple meaning of the shloka was Savara Jangamam Sattvam, the mobile and immobile things and beings. Yavat, whatever there are there, which are Sanjayate, which are seen in the world, seen by us in the world, getting born, getting expressed, all those living, non-living, moving, non-moving, every sattvam, every being, whatever is born in this world is kshetragna sanyoga. It is because of this samyoga between kshetra and kshetragna, all of them that are seen in this world are manifest. Tadvidhi Bharatarshava. The intricate things of that, hey Arjuna, you know. So Kshetragna Sanyoga is the thing because of which every Stavara Jangama Sattvam, all mobile, immobile things and beings are Sanjayate, produced, created, manifested. Either by the Lord Ishvara or even by the Jiva. Okay. Then in that, when we say Samyoga Hua Kshetragnika, when we can do Vibhaga or Viyoga, these two, and detach from the kshetra, get attached with the kshetragna, you are liberated. The example is the fire and the iron ball. When the iron ball is exposed to the fire, or sometimes red hot iron ball it becomes. So the redness and heat belongs to the fire, iron ball's weight and shape belongs to the iron. Same way, the consciousness aspect, existence aspect belongs to the kshetragna, name and form belong to the kshetra. संयोग है इन दोनों का. And that name and form kshetra is nothing but prakriti. Prakriti is nothing but avidya. Avidya is nothing but not knowing there is nothing other than, not knowing that there is nothing other than kshetragna in reality. See how tough it is to understand. But then you have to use your brain to go into the depth of it. The same thing we explained yesterday. What is there is kshetragna, the Paramatma alone. Example of same thing we take again. What is there is the pure rope and rope and rope alone. Then the rope is not known as it is. So Kshetragna, whose nature is Sat and Chit, is not known as it is. Because of the ignorance of the rope, that it is rope, from there the projected snake is seen by us. So too, because of the ignorance of the Kshetragna, from that the whole Kshetra is projected, which is Tavara Jangamatmakam. As thereafter, the projected snake is superimposed on the rope. Means wherever the snake rope is there, instead of seeing the rope as rope, you are seeing the snake. In the same way, the projected kshetra is superimposed on kshetragna and taken it as real. Like the projected snake is superimposed on the rope, taken as real. Once it is taken as real, then you have fear of the snake. Or if you are a snake charmer, you want to catch that snake and remove that poison and make use of it for charming the snake. Or if you are a Chinese and Korean, take that snake, उसका कोई फ्राई बना के खाओ. I am pausing here for you to use your thinking capacity to understand it. All of us suffered because of the snake which is never there. All of us are suffering because of the kshetra which actually is not there, only kshetra. Now, what was explained to you in last 3 minutes is how Kshetragna Samyoga is happening. First is only Kshetragna is there. Second step, it is not known as it is. Third, from that, the Kshetra is projected. Fourth, that projected Kshetra is superimposed on Kshetragna. Means, in the place of seeing Kshetragna, we are seeing Kshetra. Kshetragna is me only. So, let me put it this way, it becomes easy. I am the pure Kshetragna self. I don't know myself. From that, I don't know only Sharira, Mana, Buddhi, Indriya, all of that is Kshetrana, all is projected. Then this projected Sharira, Mana, Buddhi is superimposed on me, means I now take myself to be Sharira, Mana, Buddhi, Ityadi. This is called Sanyoga. After Samyoga ho gaya, then I live life as the Kshetra. I am body. Therefore, anything happens to body, happening to me. I am mind. Anything happens to the mind, happening to me. And I, with body mind, want to be happy. For that, I do this or that thing in the world. It never becomes fulfilling. So I go on running in the world, doing this or that, gaining that or that, indulging this or that, and little pleasure as if comes, but there is more misery and bondage. Know this, Arjuna. The moment you know it, the clarity is first required. Like when you know that the dirt on the cloth is removed by putting that soap and brush it, half of the problem is sorted out. Now apply it and rub it and clean. So too, when I know the on me the kshetragna, the kshetra is superimposed, because of that I am suffering. When knowledge is known, slowly wean away, detach from that kshetra, remain yourself as kshetragna, with that dhyanena atmani pashyanti, etc. sadhanas. Like this particular food eating is causing ill health to me, I know it. Slowly I drop it, then that disease goes away. I know I'm smoking or drinking, so lungs, liver getting spoiled. Doctor told chodo, chod diya maine, I'm safe. So to my identification with the kshetra causing me all dukkha. So de-identify with the kshetra, identify with the kshetragna, free from the dukkha, revel in the sukha. Ho gaya? But to understand it, to remember this understanding all the time, to start doing it, keep on doing it till you get established in it, it takes time. Because it is not as easy as it is a gross object you have lifted from here and put there. It is millions of lives of our habits, our vasanas, our tendencies, and the world around us continuously forcing us on the name of duty, on the name of relativity, on the name of obligation, on the name of compulsion, on the name of I can't be without that attitude. So many things never allows to detach from kshetra and identify the kshetra. आदत होता है क्षेत्र से तादात्म्य करने को. Like the मजा in sleeping morning from 5 to 7:30, क्या मजा आता है. Actually, that's the time for meditation. 3:54 to 5:50 and 5:30. But that time is the one which we enjoy sleeping, because that's the habit. If it is not habit, if it is a reality, every sadhu santa also should sleep at that time. But they get up and do meditation. So they valued that time and the practices to be done at that time. So they got that habit. You and I have valued and practiced sleeping, therefore we get maja in it. But this maja followed by wastage of that time. For them, that maja followed by right use of time, because those meditation hours are taking them deep in their inner understanding. है कि नहीं? तो सोच लो आप कौन सी आदत बनानी है. So to आदत of क्षेत्र तादात्म्य, we have to reduce. आदत of तादात्म्य with the kshetragna, we have to keep on increasing. So what is your homework? Kshetragnas, Lakshanas, as told in the GNEYA explanation, master them. I am that, keep on saying. Same time, the Sharira, Mana, Buddhi, Indriya are given instruments to me to do some dharma outside, to do them sadhana. Other than dharma and sadhana, these instruments should not be used for any of the bhoga, then you will destroy yourself. like the electrician's equipment. He uses it for the work, then puts dabba mein. He doesn't take the screwdriver and pokes everyone. Cutting player लेके किसी का नाक खींचो. अरे, they are not meant for that. But I can do that with them. That doesn't mean that you must do. It's screwdriver you can poke. That doesn't mean you should poke. So too, with the senses, body, mind, we can indulge in bhoga. That doesn't mean we should. Like with the knife, you can cut your finger. You can, but does it mean you must? You can put your finger in the fire, but does it mean that you must? Can and must में फर्क जानना चाहिए. You can do many things, but you should not do. Just because you can jump from 20th floor, do you mean to say you should jump? This common sense हमको नहीं है ना, तो never ever we really evolve in life. सो यावत् संजायते किंचित सत्वं स्थावर जंगमम क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञ संयोगा. हे भरत ऋषभ, Mr. Among Bharatas, हे Arjuna Tatvidhi. Please come to know. Equally powerful, equally deep, equally to be analyzed and explained to you is this shloka number 28. I will take it for 2 days, slowly, slowly. So, what is the shloka's literal meaning? Samam sarveshu bhuteshu tishtantam parameshwaram. Sarveshu all, bhuteshu beings, tishtantam staying, samam equally. That Parameshwara who is equally samarupena staying all in all the beings. First point. Second, vinashatsu avinashantam. That Parameshwara staying in all this bhuteshu, and when those bhutas, when vinashatsu, they are getting slowly modified and destroyed, he never gets modified and destroyed. That Paramatma, that Parameshwara, Ya Pashyati, whoever has recognized Sapashyati, he is the real visionary. He has got the thing to see. It's an intellectual seeing. Very high level, very sublime, very beautiful shloka it is. So tomorrow, one by one word, we'll analyze and explain to you. ठीक है, जितना तुमको मैं दे सकता हूँ जितना तुम लोग पकड़ सकते हो. Nothing, never mind, है ना. In the initial tournament of tennis, first ATP में, तो ये first round only will lose. Age of 17, 18, suddenly he was given to play the first round with a rank 10 fellow. रैंक 10 में वो कितने साल से आया हो, फर्स्ट राउंड में हरा देगा वो. Then throughout year you practice. Again next year go to same tournament, you will come up to the third round. But third round जीता, fourth में हार गए. ऐसा ही होता है. But again you went on practicing for next 1-2 years, then you come up to the quarterfinals. But there you are tough opponent, you lose it. But more and more practice, you just defeat quarter semi, you win from the finals also, you can come and lose the final. Because the world number said you are playing final. By the time you came winning the quarterfinal, you got the 11th rank, 10th rank. But 2-3 years you practiced, then you will be able to win the final also. In the same way, the knowledge of Geetha, etc., even if you don't understand now, but if you give it up, never you will understand. But you go on attempting, as your age grows, maturity grows, listening capacity grows, ability to analyze grows, you will be able to grasp these subtle things. But एक बार क्लिक हो गया ना बेटा, जिंदगी संवर जाएगी. इसके बाद कोई बिगाड़ेगा नहीं कोई हमको, संवर जाएगा. We are here with Geetha class only to तुम्हारे जिंदगी को संवारने के लिए, and through you the whole world. Because when you are great best, the whole world is great in best. If you are worst, the world is worst because you make the world. Clear? Tomorrow we'll explain this. Samam sarveshu bhuteshu tishtantam parameshwaram vinashatsva vinashyantam yahavashyati sabhashyati. Now, Valmiki Ramayanam, Bala Kandam, Prathama Sarga, first few shlokas. We are studying Sri Rama Bhagavan's divine qualities, then Rama Bhagavan's whole Ramayana Sankshepa Rupa in a precise form, as told and taught by Naraji to Valmiki, because Valmiki ji asks him. He asks, is there anybody with these qualities in this present world? Naraji, adding some more qualities from his side, says he is there, Rama. Not only is he Rama, the entire Ramayana story, up to this point, what happened, he tells Valmiki. Valmiki with his Divya Drishti, every detail of it, and in future what's going to happen, that also he knows. Then he writes all the Ramayana. That he teaches to Kushalava who are born when Sitaji left by Rama there, then they start singing. That's what Valmiki Ramayana. So by this, Rama's great qualities and Sankshema Ramayana, both we are studying in view of our Rama Mandira Pratishtha, which is happening after 10 days from today in Ayodhya. Today is 12th January, National Youth Day, 22nd January 2024, Sri Rama Mandira Prana Pratishtha going to happen. So our offering it to the God, praying to Him, bless us also with all those divine qualities, mainly the Dharma. By living life of Dharma, we conquer Artha Kama. By living life of Dharma, we become qualified for Moksha. Though they are appearing to be big words to you, but when you keep on listening, you become familiar. When you can become familiar with so many technical things of the world, the English language with your practice, why will you not become familiar with the spiritual technical things when you practice? So we are here to give you all that. So 16 values were enumerated by Valmiki ji. ऐसा वाला कोई है क्या? This was his question. 15 of them we saw. Today we'll see just the last one and the next sloka by Valmiki, with which his words are over. Then Naraji takes over and he explains many values. Then he says such one is there, who is called as Rama, born to Dasharatha in Ikshvaku Amsha. What a beautiful thing, Raman. Aha. Throughout the thing, story, taking us through various emotions, moods of the mind, it just lifts our vision how the life has to be lived. बढ़िया सा है. स्टार्ट करते हैं. ओम श्री राम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने आपदाम भारतारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्. ओम श्री सीतारामाभ्यां नमः. ओम श्रीमद्वाल्मीकि रामायणं बालकाण्डं प्रथमः सर्गः. ओम तपस्वाध्याय निरतं तपस्वी वाग्विदां वरं नारदं परिवप्रच्छ वाल्मीकिर्मुनिपुङ्गवं कोऽन्वस्मिन् साम्प्रतं लोके गुणवान् कश्च वीर्यवान् धर्मज्ञश्च कृतज्ञश्च सत्यवाक्यो दृढव्रतः चारित्र्येण च को युक्तः सर्वभूतहिते रतः सर्वभूतेषु को हितः विद्वान् कः समर्थश्च कश्चैकप्रियदर्शनः आत्मवान् को जितक्रोधः द्युतिमान् को न सूयकः कस्य बिभ्यति देवाश्च जातरोषस्य संयुगे एतदिच्छाम्यहं श्रोतुं परं कौतूहलं हि मे महर्षे त्वं समर्थोऽसि ज्ञातुमेवं विदन्नरं श्रुत्वा चैतत् त्रिलोकज्ञः वाल्मीकिर्नारदो वचः श्रूयतामिति चामन्त्र्य प्रहृष्टो वाक्यमब्रवीत्. I chanted the next two shlokas also. So the great Tapaswadhyaya Nirata Vagvidavara Munipungava to such Narada, Tapasvi Valmiki asked a question. What is the question? Asmin Sampradam Loke Konu. In this present context world, who is there, who is having all these qualities? So 16 qualities में 15 visa. What are they? Gunavan, Viryavan, Dharmagnyah, Krutagnyah. सत्यवाक्य दृढ़व्रतः चारित्रेण च को युक्तः सर्वभूतेषु को हितः विद्वान् कः समर्थः कस्य एकप्रियदर्शनः then कः आत्मवान् कः जितक्रोधः कः द्युतिमान्. Yesterday we saw the 15th one. कः अनसूयकः means con who. अनसूयकः the one never finds fault with others, the one who never awards others progress or the growth or evolution or the success. He supports only. Big word they're all. They make our character. They make us as great as Rama in our values if you practice. These are 15. Today is the last one. One line is used for that by Valmiki. He says, Kasya bibhyati devaha cha jata roshasya sanyuge. Kasya jata roshasya sanyuge Devaha Vibhyati. Who is he one? When he becomes angry in that Yuddha, even in the opposite camp, big devatas also are there. They also Vibhyati. They get frightened and run away, seeing his power and valor in utilizing or using all the ornaments, all the armaments, arms, ammunitions, and weapons to shoot at. Again, when the Israel took on Gaza, घुटने पे नहीं आए वो लोग, लेकिन कितना वो तबाह हो गया, गुस्से से उन्होंने कितना वो सारा कर दिया अटैक. So to Russia with Ukraine. Negative examples I am giving, but point to understand. Not to say that what they are doing is correct. Nonsense. How can you kill anyone? बैठकर डिस्कस करके find the solutions. Same thing, these nonsense people. They destroy Ram Mandir and they make nonsense. They destroy Krishna Mandir, they make nonsense. They break the Krishna Mandir, they break Rama, they break Shiva Mandir. And they break and they want that Jerusalem for themselves. ये बंदे कैसे, what breed they are, nonsense, we don't know. And those who are the top leaders there, they are such an utter negative fanatics. Eating so much non-veg that dimag काम ही नहीं करता in a right direction. Only when wrong direction, straight they think. Like sometimes you do it. You never listens to your parents, how much your intelligence, wisdom they are giving. You say, मैं जो चाहता हूँ वही करूँगा. Like Dhritarashtra Buddhi it is. These people also like that. Khattar fanatic. So sit and sort out and discuss. This is solution. Same thing, they try to go on sending terrorists to India. What they are bewakoof. Take the help from India. India will help Pakistan to grow as great as India. If they take proper help by stopping all nonsense of terrorism and anti-Hindu or anti-Indian works. Forget Hindu or Muslim or Indian or Pakistani. Talk from the human being standpoint. As a human race, let us grow together. I say discuss. Religion is personal. Nation is yours. Who says not? But why do you attack other nation and destroy other religion? Why? खुजली क्यों? तुम अपना करो ना यार. Anyway, that way, we just gave you examples of that. The negative example we explained to you. Ram ji kya hai idhar? Kasya jata roshasya sanyuge devaha bimit. 16th value of Lord Rama is so powerful in his all vidya, all these yuddha vidyas, that even if in the opposite camp devatas are there, they also get frightened and run away. See that contrast? In the earlier 15 values, all goody things were told. In the 16th one, the very strongest, powerful warrior is explained in Rama. Because he's a Kshatriya. He'll have to protect the country. For that, he should have all the arms and ammunitions. All the Astra Shastra, Sri Ramji was blessed with by Vishwamitraji when Rama Lakshmana went to protect his yajna. The Bala, Ati Bala Vidyas he gave, by which hunger and thirst that can be conquered. Then so many of the weapons on Agneyastra, Varunastra, Brahmastra, सारे वशिष्ठ जी ने तो बहुत सिखाया ही because कुलगुरु. Vishwamitra ji also taught. All those astra shastra, mainly the astras, which are in the mantra rupa, Rama, Lakshmana, they know. That is why Sri Ramji, during that Vanavasa time, when that Jayanta, the son of Indra, tried to trouble Sita ji, he took a blade of grass, Ramji. In that only with mantra, he invoked Brahmastra. He just left on that bird, that Jayanta Kakas. He went out of fear, every loka, even his own father, Indra, he said, मैं भी नहीं बचा सकता तेरे को. ब्रह्मास्त्र. Finally came शरण शरण भगवान के चरण में. भगवान ने एक आंख उसका फोड़कर, he just left it go. This is how this Kaka, Jayanta, Indraputra. Our example is that on the blade of grass, he invoked Brahmastra. Just like atoms, when they are fusioned in their nucleus or fissioned, the atomic energy gets released. No? How much energy is there in the atom bombs? Same in the nuclear reactor, if you put it, so much of energy. That is called Yantra, Tantra, Dravya Shakti. What we see in Rama and all is Mantra Shakti. बट उसका बहुत अनुष्ठान करना पड़ता है. उस मंत्र शक्ति से इन दैट बाण यू से आग्नेयास्त्र, ओ अग्नि प्रज्वलन, इट कम्स, इट विल बर्न. You invoke the Varunastra, the rain will come. You invoke the Vayavyastra, the Vayu will come and tremble everything. You get Garuda Astra, Garuda will Bhagavan and finish. You say Nagastra, every serpent will come there. Finally, the Brahmastra, most powerful. Shiva Astra is there, Pashupata Astra, Narayana Astra. So many, every देवता के नाम का एक महाअस्त्र होता है. Which we have seen in the old movies, है ना, spiritual movies, पौराणिक movies में. Then Sarpa आ जाता है. From there, Garuda comes. They eat away. He says, the Agni Astra. From here, he gives Varuna Astra. Rain comes, it becomes neutral. What a beautiful it was. So Ramji is so powerful in his all arms and ammunition. Even Devatas get afraid when there is a Yuddha and he becomes angry. Kasya Vibhyati Devascha Jata Roshasya Sayuge. Sayuge in the Yuddha Jata Roshasya, when Rama becomes angry. Or who is the one who when he becomes angry? Devaha Vibhyati. राम का अभी क्वेश्चन ही चल रहा है, राम करके कोई किसी को पता नहीं. Only Valmiki is asking, is there anybody with all these qualities? Who is the one? When he becomes angry in the Yuddha, even Devatas get afraid. That's the question. Who is? Is the question of Valmiki. Then Naraji, when he tells, yes, he is Rama. Okay? 16 values are told. Now in the 1.5 shloka, conclusion of Valmiki's Prashna. Then before beginning of Naraji's answer, one introduction. Those two, I'll just tell you literal meaning. What it is, ki etad ichchami aham shrotum. I want to know about that person. I am desirous of listening about him. Param kautuhalam hime. I have a lot of kutuhalata, inquisitiveness. Valmiki is telling to Naradji. Maharshe, oh Maharshi, tvam samartha asi jnatum evam idam naram. You are capable of knowing such human being because you travel to all lokas, bhuloka, everywhere. This was the conclusion of Valmiki's Prashna to Naradji. So before Naradji answers, the commentary is the Shutvacha etatu. Having heard this one, who was the one who was listening? Trilokagnaha Naradaha. The Narada who is the knower of all the three words. What did he listen? Valmikehe vachaha. These words of the Valmiki. So having heard these words of the Valmiki, Naradji, who was the knower of all the three lokas, Shruyatam iticha amantriya. Suniye, इस तरह से having invited the attention of Valmiki ji, Prahrushtaha, with so much of harsha, utsaha, excitement, ananda, abravitu, vakyam abravit, he started telling. Why praharsha into the Naradji? Because Naradji's only mission of life is to talk about the Bhagavan everywhere. Even without asking, he talks. When Valmiki wants to know, what more joy than that? Like my joy is in Geetha talk. Even if you don't ask me, I talk. But if you come to me and ask me, Swamiji thoda Geetha padhai, how will be how excited and happy I will be? That's why Prahrushtaha Vakyam Amra. Then from here onwards, Naraji will be saying, like these qualities. See, these qualities are very rare. Everybody will not have them. Not only these are so many. Then there is somebody like Rama, by name Rama, who has got all this. What is that? Tomorrow we'll see. Thank you. Om Durjana Sajjano Voyat, Sajjana Shanti Mapniyat, Shanto Mucheta Vandebhya, Muktaschanya Nimocheta Sadoma, Sadgamaya, Tamasoma, Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma, Mritangamaya, Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachate, Purnasya Purnamadaya, Purnamivavashishyate, Om Shanti 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 Om, Sri Guru Bhyo Om Sri कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय, गीता माता की जय, वेद व्यास भगवान की जय, रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, वाल्मीकि रामायण की जय, वाल्मीकि भगवान की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतर की जय, सदगुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, आज के आनंद की जय, नो पार्वती पद हर हर महादेव हर, सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद, जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय जय राम राम, अम्बे अम्बे आदि पराशक्ति माता की जय, समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक की जय, समस्त युवा मंडली की जय, भारत माता की जय, सनातन धर्म की जय, वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृति की जय, आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय, अयोध्या महा मोक्ष धाम की जय. Keep remembering about Rama's arrival in Ayodhya on 22nd Jan, 10 days from now. Celebrate it. Let us remember and pray to our Devata Shaktis in all these celestial divine temples and pray to them to re-establish the Dharma and Moksha Purushartha and slowly reduce the destroying Artha Kama Purushartha. From the heart of us first, from everybody's heart, and from whole either that should disappear. Okay, beta? Thank you. See you tomorrow. Happy National Youth Day. Happy Pongal Sankranti Lohri, which is going to come in next 2-3 days. कल ही है लोहरी पंजाब में मनाते हैं. In South India, the Pongal Sankranti that will be on 15, 14, 15, 16. We'll enjoy. Our classes will be there for half an hour every day. Why should I break? है ना, हम तो करेंगे ही, कम करके टाइम करेंगे. थैंक यू. ओम श्री कृष्ण शरणम मम. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Mahar